Excuse me, General, if that's your rank. Is this the 2-cent savings bank?
It's in there.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Underdog, I'm so glad you've come. The boy is locked in the vault. Over there. He's gone clear through the building. And the one next door, too.
Sometimes I forget my strength, you see. But at least I've set the little boy free.
But where is he? Where's the boy?
Where is he? What have you done with my child?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Well, what good are you, you crackpot? There's no telling where my child went.
I have X-ray eyes that see through brick. To find your son, they'll do the trick.
You set the building on fire with those X-rays. Quick, everyone, run for your lives.
My child! Where's my child?
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Stop all your flaming and go right out, or I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow you out.
Hurriedly, Underdog prepared to use his atomic breath to blow out the roaring flames of the fire. His X-ray vision had started.
He blew the whole building away.
But at least there's my junior, my little boy.
Is there some reward we can give you for this job, Underdog?
Rewards are not for true heroes. And I am true, the whole world knows. Forget about money, forget about show, just hip, 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 and away we go. Underdog.
And that, dear viewers, completes the foreign news. Now, what about the news in our own fair city? Well, there have been many reports of strange noises just outside of town. Listen, they sound like giant footsteps coming closer and closer. It's been suggested that it might be an invasion from outer space. But of course, we all know that would be silly. It is an invasion. It's huge mechanical monsters, 10 stories high.
Who could save her from the grip of the monster?
Underdog! Underdog!
Underdog. At that moment, he was in his everyday disguise as Shoeshine Boy.
Underdog! Underdog!
That sweet Polly screaming that I hear. I'll save you, Polly. I'm coming.
And dashing into a nearby phone booth, he emerged as Underdog.
Help! Help! Put me down, you nasty monster!
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Ouch! That monster's so tough he bent my wrist. I'll have to use my pile driver fist.
Wait! Underdog! Get me down first!
I forgot to remember that she would vibrate. I must get her down. The monster can wait.
Thanks, Underdog.
Raining locomotive!
Isn't he wonderful?
Yeah, really great.
But what about the other mechanical monsters?
Excuse me. I'm a monster scientist. There's only one way to stop these crazy monsters. Inside the head of each one is a glass tube, which is all they got for a brain. If you could break those glass tubes, they would be nothing but junk.
If there were only some way...
I can use my voice to make hi-fi sound. It will break the glass for miles around.
You know, that just might work.
Oh, try, Underdog.
Well,
It works! The monsters will stop dead in their tracks.
Underdog's hi-fi voice stopped all the mechanical monsters, but it also broke windows, street lights, mirrors, and even pickle jars.
Hey, you broke my window!
You put on all the street lamps.
Well, what'll I do with all these pickles? Ruin everything with that hot.
I am a hero who never fails. I can't be bothered with those details.
You should be thanking him for stopping those monsters. I am going to reward him with a big kiss.
Nope. True heroes are never paid, and I am the truest hero ever made.
Look, in the sky! It's a plane!
It's a bird.
A frog!
A frog? Not plane or bird or even frog. Just little old me. Underdog.
Finished. My camera ray is complete. With this ray, I'll be able to turn any living thing into a picture. All right, Mousie. Simon says hold it. It works. Now everybody will have to do what Simon says. I'll conquer the world.
And so, bright and early the next morning, Simon set out to conquer the world.
Yeah, but first I have to take care of the police.
Well, sir, what can we do for you?
I've come to take your picture.
My picture? Well. Now, just let me put on my hat.
Simon says hold it. Very good likeness.
Hey, he turned the chief into a picture. Let's get him, boys.
Simon says hold it.
Hey, he turned the whole squad into a picture.
I'll get him with this grenade.
Simon says hold it. Now there's only one problem left. Turn Underdog into a picture. First, I shall capture Sweet Polly. And then, when Underdog comes to rescue her, I'll turn him into a picture and tear it up.
Simon Bar-Sinister?
You're coming with me.
No, never. Oh, help! Oh, help! Help!
Unhand that lady, you foul fiend.
Get out of here, you shoeshine boy.
Help! Help! Help!
Shoeshine didn't dare reveal his true identity in front of Simon and Sweet Polly. But as soon as they were gone, he stepped swiftly into a nearby telephone booth and became Underdog.
Simon has Polly, so I must be quick. My brilliant brain will do the trick.
And Underdog's great brain soon came up with an ingenious answer.
My plan is clear. I am not slow. Now hip, 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 and away we go.
Help! Oh, help!
Now, my proud beauty, I'm going to turn you into a picture. Simon says, Underdog.
There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Simon says, hold it.
But Underdog had the answer to the camera ray. Quickly, he held up a mirror, and the rays bounced right back and turned Simon into a picture. Immediately, Underdog released Sweet Polly.
Oh, thank you, Underdog. But what about the chief and the squad and those two with the funny baseball?
Underdog's brilliant brain had told him that if he turned the lens of the camera around, it would turn the pictures back into people.
Thank you, Underdog.
Just one more picture, then we're through. I'll turn the ray upon those two. And now you see my job is done. I have saved them, every one.
My hero.
Yes, I am a true hero. So it's hip, 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 and away I go.
Look in the sky. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog. Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.
Attention. Sergeant in charge reporting, sir.
Bully, bully. Now, saddle up and we'll go after those Indians.
Begging the colonel's pardon, but I think...
Think. You're in the army, Sergeant. You're not supposed to think. Regulation 3X705 expressly forbids it. Now, saddle up. Now, Sergeant, what is it these Indians have been doing?
Well, they robbed the army arsenal, said we stole their buffalo, so they were stealing our buffalo guns.
Terrible.
Then they stole the clothes right off folks' backs, said we stole their buffalo, so they were stealing back the skin.
An outrage. I, Colonel Kit Coyote, will put a stop to this. How many of these Indians are there? 1,000, 2, 5,000?
2.
2,000, eh? Well, now...
No, sir. Just 2. T-O-O. 2.
What? That's preposterous. I was sent all the way out here to capture 2 Indians.
But these ain't just regular Indians, Colonel.
Nonsense. Regulation 5236J reads, Indians are Indians. Charge! Charge! We're being attacked!
No, it's just them regulation Indians sending us a message. It says, Colonel, go home.
And at that very moment, those 2 brave braves, Ruffled Feather and Running Board, were having a powwow about the colonel.
You send a message to Colonel? You hid a message? Oh, you hit him with message. Oopie-doopie. What him do? Him still coming. Phooey. Got him be stopped. You got him planned? No good. Hurt him our fists on his face. Moon rocket. You make him Colonel Man in Moon. You genius.
The problem for the brave braves was to get the colonel into the moon rocket. Immediately they began work on the first step of an intricate plan. Aha! A detour sign. An obvious Indian trick. Prepare to charge.
Well, now, Colonel, I'm not sure we ought to...
Enough! The Army requires blind obedience. Charge!
Well, I'm sure enough blind obedient now, sir. Can't see a thing.
Never fear when you're with me, Sergeant. I've already found a handy tunnel. Yes, the tunnel was handy indeed. The other end of it only being finished at that very moment by Ruffled Feather and Running Board.
We bring him rocket up here so Colonel walk in. Ooh, we bring him Colonel down there to moon rocket. How we do that?
Look there, Sergeant. Real Indian root beer. Bully. Come, I'll stand you to a drink. Forget our difference in rank. What did he say?
Him say back room reserved for Army.
Wonderful. Come along, Sergeant. We'll just...
They ought to get that first step fixed. It's a mite long.
A lucky fall, Sergeant. There is the Indian's teepee. Charge! Let me out. It's against regulation 4082B. No locking bigwigs in wigwams. What did he say?
Him say, charge!
There, Renchipoki, Africa. Well, boy, did I ever tell you about the time I went over the Renchipoki Falls?
No, but
I'd been out in the bush, as you know, and all of a sudden I heard the war drums of the savage Ugamuga tribe. And I was left to face 1,000 savages alone. Ordinarily, this sort of thing wouldn't bother me. But I had a little trouble with my trusty rifle. What to do, eh? Quick as a flash, I ran. I ran for 3 days and 3 nights through jungles, across deserts, over mountains. Suddenly, I came to the brink of a huge waterfall. Just then, the savages broke from the jungle. I dived over the falls and plunging 5,000 feet. I disappeared beneath the surface of the water. Yes, I'll wager those savages are still waiting for me to come up.
You mean you didn't come back up?
No, lad. I went so deep that it was shorter to go right on through and come out in Australia.
Commander, that story is out of this world.
Quite.
Shine, sir?
Yes, indeed. A bright sunny day is the perfect time for a shine.
It is indeed a most beautiful summer day.
Yes, sirree. A clear sky with only a few fluffy white clouds. The kind of day you know things are going to go just the way they should. What? I've been hit by a snowball.
A snowball? But, sir, that is impossible.
A snowball, I tell you. I know a snowball when I feel one.
But we must be logical, sir. We know that on a bright summer day, it could never snow.
Oh, no? Snow in the summer? What could it mean? The answer lay in the diabolical laboratory of Simon Bar Sinister.
It works. My snow gun works.
Yeah, boss. But what good is a snow gun?
Watch, Cad, and you shall see. Watch that postman as he approaches. Simon says, go snow.
A snowman. You turned him into a snowman.
Exactly. And the entire city shall do as Simon says, or I shall turn everyone into snowmen and snowwomen.
Gee.
Come, Cad. We must go out and demonstrate the power of my new weapon.
Hello, this is Sweet Polly Purebred, your television news reporter. What can I do for you? What's that? You just saw a snowman? In the summertime? I'll be right out. My, what a wonderful story. I hope they aren't snowing me.
Snow in the summertime. That could make an interesting news story. I'd better run up and tell Sweet Polly. Are you hurt, Sweet Polly?
No, thank goodness.
I was hurrying to bring you a news story about...
I haven't time now, Shoeshine. Someone just reported seeing a snowman out in Eastwood.
First, I was hit by snow, and now Sweet Polly says someone has seen a snowman. All on a hot summer day. This looks like a job for... Underdog. Snow in the summer? I wonder why. I'd better go up and search the sky.
While Underdog was going sky high, Simon Bar Sinister was arriving at the 2-cent savings bank.
Simon says, hands up.
Give me all your money.
You can't get away with this. The police will catch you, you thief.
You are only the first. All the city will do as Simon says or be turned into snowmen and snow women.
Then you'll have to answer to Underdog.
And not even Underdog can withstand my snow gun. I'll snow everyone.
Can Simon Bar Sinister really snow the entire city? Will even Underdog be helpless against Simon's snow gun? There's plenty of excitement ahead in our next episode.
How did it happen, Colonel?
They surrounded me, Sergeant. The entire Gopher tribe surrounded me.
But begging Colonel's pardon, there's only two of them.
A sneak attack. But this time they've gone too far. Tomorrow, we're attacking those Indians in full force.
The men are all ready for tomorrow's attack, Colonel.
Bully! We'll teach those Gopher Indians a thing or two. What's this?
Totem pole, Colonel. Just found it outside the gate.
There's a note on it. It says, a present from your Gopher Indian friends. Aha! They've heard about our planned attack, and already they're begging for mercy.
Gee, Colonel, I don't know. Maybe...
Put it over there, man, beside the well. After tomorrow's attack, it will be something to remember those Indians by.
But that night, as the fort slept, something strange happened to the totem pole.
We got 'em all Army rifles. Where we hide 'em, Ruffled Feather?
The closet.
Hide 'em in Colonel's closet. Oopie doopie, that'd be fun.
Stolen all our rifles?
That's right, Colonel.
But if the guards saw no one enter the fort and no one leave, then the rifles must be inside somewhere. I'll get my boots and find those rifles immediately.
By golly, Colonel, you sure found those rifles fast, all right.
Oh, I'm injured, Sergeant. We'll have to postpone the attack until tomorrow morning.
But again, as night came to the Colonel's fort,
Steal 'em all uniforms. Where we hide 'em. Hide in where? Oopie doopie.
Sarge reporting, sir.
You're out of uniform, Sergeant.
Yes, we all are. Looks like somebody stole all our uniforms, Colonel.
Well, look for them, Sergeant. Uh-huh. There's the trail. A shirt, pants, a hat, the well. Sergeant, I think I have them.
You sure threw yourself into the search, Colonel. I'll have the men put on these uniforms.
Men, I have decided to postpone our attack until tomorrow, due to certain alterations that must be made in our uniform.
but once again, as night came on,
we steal them all Army ammunition, cannonballs, and dynamite. Where we hide them?
Plan.
Oopie doopie, you got 'em fine plan. Now we hook wire to Feather and close door. Then wake up Colonel for big surprise.
Sergeant, they're here. Those Gopher Indians are in this fort.
Sounded like the yelling came from over here, Colonel.
Sergeant, this explains everything. This totem pole must be hollow, and that's where those Indians have been hiding. But they can't fool Colonel Kit Coyote. Watch them yell when I pull this feather.
put off that attack. Y'all be sure and watch our next adventure. It'll be explosive, too.
Pacific Ocean. Did I ever tell you about the time I caught the world's biggest fish? No, but I was sailing around the world alone in my two-masted yawl. And heaved to in mid-ocean for a bit of fishing. On my first cast, I got a strike, a big one. I pulled mightily on the line, thinking to haul the monster into the boat. But found to my amazement that I had hauled the boat into the fish. Well, there I was, locked in the cradle of the deep, so to speak. But I quickly took down the two masts of my boat and lashed them into one long pole. I knew that soon the monster would become sleepy and yawn. When he did, I rushed forward and jammed the double pole between his jaws. I then got back in my boat and rowed out. Fastening a line to the fish, I towed it along behind, intending to mount it as a trophy when I ended my travels, of course. Where is it? I must see that fish. Unfortunately, the rowing made me so hungry, I ate it.
Commander, that story is out of this world.
Quite.
The sinister Simon Bar Sinister had invented a diabolical new weapon, a snow gun. And now he was demonstrating its power by holding up a bank.
Simon says, give me all your money.
Guards! Guards, stop him!
Simon says, go snow.
Oh, no, he's turned them into snowmen. I must reach the burglar alarm.
Simon says, go snow. And now, all this lovely money. And this is only the beginning.
A cry for help comes from below, so hip, 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 and down I go. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here.
Oh, Underdog, thank goodness you've come. Simon Bar Sinister has robbed the bank, and he turned the guards and the bank president into snowmen.
It's true they seem to be snowmen now, but if Simon did it, pray tell how.
With a new weapon, a snow gun.
And that explains the summer snow. Now tell me, which way did Simon go?
That way!
Underdog took off in all directions. Simon was entering a palatial mansion where a dance party was going on.
Simon says, go snow. Simon says, go snow. Simon says, go snow. Now, all of you who are not snowbound, give me your money and jewels. Give them to me, or I shall turn you all into snowmen and snowwomen. This should prove the power of my snow gun, Cad. After this, we can return to the laboratory.
Meanwhile, Sweet Polly Purebred had just arrived where the first snowman had been reported.
It is a snowman in the middle of summer. I wonder if the people who live here can tell me anything.
Little did Sweet Polly know that this was actually the laboratory of the fiendish Simon Bar Sinister.
No one seems to answer. Perhaps they're asleep. Hello? Anyone home? My, what a spooky-looking old house. Oh, why, this looks like the laboratory of some mad scientist.
Here come, Cad. We have work to do. Yes, Cad, now I shall be ruler of the world. With my snow gun, no one can stop me. Everyone shall do as Simon says, or I shall turn everyone into snowmen and snow... Simon says, come out, whoever you are.
Simon Bar Sinister, you beast, you fiend.
Sweet Polly Purebred, what could be more perfect? You shall be my most beautiful snow woman.
Is this the end for Sweet Polly Purebred? Will she really be snowed? There's spine-tingling action ahead in our next episode. Sweet Polly Purebred, while investigating rumors of a snowman in July, had fallen into the clutches of Simon Bar Sinister and his snow gun.
Help! Help!
You shall be my most beautiful snow woman. Prepare yourself. Simon says...
Hey, boss, I got an idea.
Impossible.
Yeah. Why not send this here Sweet Polly back to a TV show and let her tell the whole city to give up? Or else you'll snow them all.
Wonderful, Cad. My boy, you're becoming almost as sinister as I am. Come along, Sweet Polly. We have work for you.
Help! Help!
Meanwhile, high in the sky, the fearless Underdog was searching desperately for Simon Bar Sinister.
His laboratory is down below, so hip, 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 and away I go. There's no need to fear. Underdog is here. Yoo-hoo, Simon, yoo-hoo, yoo-hoo. I have come to capture you.
But Underdog was all alone. And in the heart of the city, at the bottom of the city's tallest building, Sweet Polly was telling her TV audience,
Oh, dear viewers, atop this very building is the fiend Simon Bar Sinister with his snow gun. Unless the city does just as Simon says, he will turn everyone into snowmen and snowwomen.
I want money and power, and money and power, and money and power.
Yes, dear viewers, it seems that all is lost. Oh, where is our hero? Where, oh, where has my underdog gone? Oh, where has he gone?
With my ultrasonic ears, I hear a cry for help from Polly dear.
Oh, where has he gone? There he is! Oh, thank goodness! It's Underdog.
Cry no more, I'll save the town. I'll stop Simon with a real shakedown.
and true to his word, Underdog grasped the tall building and began shaking it wildly.
Wait! Stop that, you harebrained Hercules! You're shaking my whole building apart, with my tenants inside!
All right, sir, I won't shake your place. I'll fight Simon face to face.
Be careful, Underdog. Watch out for the snow gun.
All right, Simon, you've had your fun. Now I'm stopping you and your snow gun.
No one can stop the snow gun, not even you. Simon says, go snow.
I feel the snow, but on I go.
Simon says, go snow. Go snow, go snow, go snow.
Look, boss, you got him. You stopped Underdog.
Look, he snowed Underdog. Now all is lost.
Run for your lives. He's falling this way.
Oh, woe is me. Nothing can save us now.
Yes, it looked like the end for Underdog and the city. Is Underdog really finished? Is there no hope for our mighty hero? The amazing answer lies ahead in our next episode.
It was at the Big Little Horn, Sergeant. There I was. Indians to the left, Indians in front, and Indians to the right. Then suddenly, from the rear... Help! Help! General Nuisance, what are you doing here?
I'm here because Washington wants to know why you haven't been able to handle 2 measly Indians.
You don't understand, General. These Gopher Indians aren't measly. They're dangerous.
Sergeant, saddle 2 horses. We're going out to see those dangerous Indians. Colonel, we've been riding for hours and still haven't seen any Indians. Well, I'm hungry and thirsty. We'll stop here for lunch.
I'll go to the water hole and fill our canteen.
I'll see that you do.
Help! Help!
Blast it, Colonel. Can't you keep on your feet? You're muddying up the water hole.
I was pushed, General. It must have been those Gopher Indians.
Well, that's absurd. There's not a soul in sight. Now see if you can at least fix some lunch.
I've made a delicious stew, General. I'm sure you'll enjoy it.
I certainly hope you cook better than you catch Indian.
Oh, you'll like this. Your face is sure to light up when you taste this. Ooh. Ah.
Help! Help! I'm on fire!
The Gopher camp should be around that bend.
Good. We'll ride right in.
Oh, no, General. We can't ride in without troops to protect us.
Troops against 2 Indians.
But they're dangerous, General Nuisance. They're wild and ferocious and...
Trinkets. Buy 'em nice Indian trinkets. Get 'em cheap here. So, Colonel, ferocious are they?
Everything about trick.
What did he say?
Him say Gopher Indians love Army. Hope Army love Gopher Indians. Give this trinket to General. Thank you. That's most kind. Mount up, Colonel. I've seen all I need to see.
But it's a trick, General. It's a trick.
Colonel, I think you need a rest. A permanent one. I'm going to have Washington send a new officer to replace you. Uh-oh. If General send out new officer, maybe we get real trouble. Colonel easy man to fool. Too bad we lose him job.
Help.
Oh, we save Colonel's job. How we do that?
Boo, boo, boo.
Oh, we scare General. Hoopy doopy. We have fun.
Believe me, General Nuisance, these 2 Indians are dangerous. That was only another of their tricks.
Nonsense! Regulation 5236J reads...
I know. Indians are Indians.
We're surrounded. You were right, Colonel. I was a fool, and now it's too late.
It's never too late. I'll save you, General Nuisance. All right, Rufflefeather and Running Board. I'm coming out to get you.
Scared.
Me understand. We act afraid.
Charge!
You can be sure, Colonel, that I will tell Washington how you ran off those Indians. You should get a medal.
Bully, very kind of you, General Nuisance. Well, Sergeant, I guess I showed those gopher Indians who's boss.
Seems like the Colonel always gets it in the end. See you all in our next adventure.
Mountains, my most exciting climb.
Commander, I must be good.
I was making the climb alone, except for bearers to carry supplies and weapons. We soon encountered a howling blizzard. My trusty bearers were unable to keep up with me. My tremendous stride, don't you know? And then it happened, an avalanche of snow. Deftly, I jumped aside, but the snow completely covered my bearers. There I was, alone in the blizzard. At that moment, I found myself facing a tribe of horrible monsters, the abominable snowmen. I raced up the mountain with the screaming monsters hot on my heels. I reached the top ahead of them, but there I could go no further, trapped by the abominable snowmen.
But what did you do?
I did the only possible thing. I whipped out my trusty lighter, sparked it into flame, and melted the abominable snowman. Then I simply used one of the monster's shields as a snow sled, and sped to the bottom of the mountain, a conquering hero.
Absolutely unbelievable.
Quite.
The mighty Underdog had been knocked out of the sky. Simon Bar Sinister's snow gun had turned Underdog into a helpless snowman and sent him zooming toward the ground.
Run for your lives. He's falling this way.
Oh, no. I can't look. My poor Underdog.
Maybe we could defrost him. Come on, everybody. Give us a hand.
So they tried to defrost the snowy Underdog. They tried heated fire hoses. But that failed. So they tried salt to melt the snow. But again, failure. Finally, they even tried heating the icy Underdog over a fire. But nothing worked.
It's no use. This is the end of Underdog. And of us as well. Now Simon Bar Sinister will rule us all.
All right, my slaves. Put all your money and jewels in front of that building. Then go home and wait for my orders. If you don't do just as Simon says, you'll get this.
It seemed there was nothing in the world which could stop Simon Bar Sinister and his snow gun. But then...
Look there.
Oh, no, it can't be.
But it was. All alone, with help from no one, Underdog was defrosting.
But Underdog, how? Oh, how did you do it? We thought the snow gun had finished you.
Well, that snow gun stopped me frostily, but my radiant heat defrosted me.
But what of Simon? How will you stop him?
If at first you fail your deed, try again till you succeed.
Hey, boss, look at there. Underdog is back again.
Back? Well, who cares? The snow gun stopped him before, and it can do it again. Simon says, go snow.
But Simon had not reckoned with Underdog's amazing speed. Underdog dodged the ray by zooming around and around the top of the building.
There he is, boss. No, there. Over there. No, over there.
Faster and faster sped Underdog. And as Simon and Cad went round and round trying to aim the snow gun, they got dizzier and dizzier and dizzier until finally...
Look, Underdog has won. He's captured Simon Bar Sinister.
Here's Simon and Cad and the snow gun, too. Put them in jail where they can't harm you.
But Underdog, what about all the poor people that Simon snowed? Like this. Will they never be the same again?
By atomic breath, I promise you, will defrost them all as good as new.
Look, in the sky. It's a plane.
It's a bird.
It's a frog.
A frog?
Not plane or bird or even frog. It's just little old me. Underdog.